Tell me, how's the reaction, the atmosphere been after the last couple of days? Has it been positive because of the improved performance, or does it feel like still a kick in the teeth the way the game ended?
No, the both. Very positive because of performance, because everybody were really happy what we did on the pitch, and a little bit disappointed because he did a goal in the last minute, and in the moment that we didn't have problems. No, the game was under the control.
Having watched it back, what were the areas that particularly pleased you in the game?
No, everything. We were team. In the right moment, we press high like we want, and in other moments we were like lower and defend lower. And then when we have the ball, I see lots of play and move what I like, and we create chances and dangerous situation in this way.
You said after the game, now I might have misunderstood this, but you said that the players have taken a step forward, but you'd taken a step back. Do you remember saying that?
That means that I'm used to it to play much more aggressive, and I did always all my life this, and we tried to do it, and I think we did very good in the beginning against Fulham, West Ham, even Crystal Palace. There, some games it was good, and then we lose some players in the defense, and we did really bad performance like Brighton. No. But it was like really without Howard, without Bednarek, and it was much more difficult. And now I think we find a way to, in some moments of the game, we are lower, we are waiting a little bit more, running more, but with less aggressiveness. And there is a moment which I prefer when we go to press high, we steal the ball, play forward. I think the goal was like this now, high pressure, steal the ball, play forward, then play and move, and we score the goal. No, and this is the little bit of difference now, that there is a moment that we wait a little bit more.
How has that felt, adjusting your principles like that, not playing, not going fully Ivan Jurić football?
It's a new experience. I prefer to go. I prefer to watch Bournemouth game, Tottenham game. They are intense, aggressive. They risk in some moments, but I think there is much better. And but it's not bad. No, it's like new experience. I feel that the players prefer, and I'm satisfied with that.
You mentioned enjoying watching Tottenham there. How good are they when things click for them?
No, it was Tottenham. It's like great example of aggressive football, no? Because last year they were great, and this year with the injuries, with problems, if you are not fit, if you are not 100%, you have problem. And this year they had some problems that they didn't have last year.
They have got their players back now, but things still aren't clicking for them. How big an opportunity is this weekend?
No, but they are now. I have feeling they are like last year. No, they are much more compact, and I think some players are crucial for them, like Romero, and they are really good again.
They weren't last night against Chelsea. They weren't really good against Chelsea last night, were they?
Chelsea is other level. Sometimes I watch the game of Chelsea, I don't know, and then you know that the players of Chelsea are completely other level of that we are.
So the game plan against Crystal Palace, you've only obviously got a couple of days between games. Is it a similar game plan this weekend at Tottenham?
No, like it will be different because they play completely different. They are 4-3-3, and it's different. But I want to work on this principle. No, the moment of the high pressure, and the moment when we are low, and we defend lower, and I think this will be our way until the end of season.
How's the team looking? I know you're missing Flynn Downs through suspension. What about injuries?
No, I'm not disappointed. I'm unhappy, because it was like tough year for Flynn with everything that happens, and I think last month he started to work really good, really hard, and he did really good game, extremely good game, and I'm really sorry that he cannot play in the next 2 games because it was the right moment for him.
What about injuries? Ryan Manning, Leslie Ugachuk?
Manning is okay, Leslie is okay. Paul had a little bit problem with his ankle. Everybody is good, no? And I think maybe Will Smallborn will come back tomorrow. We will do training with us, and we will see.
Paul Onuachu's ankle rule him out of the weekend, or mean he can't start?
Today he didn't train, and we will see tomorrow.
That must be a huge blow because he's now scoring goals. How disappointing are you if he's now a doubt?
No, I think that there is some game that he's good for us, and in the other games it's better like have other type of the player. No, depends of opponent's defense. No, Crystal was back three, and for us he was great. No, because you can play 1v1. He keep the ball, and then we start to play. Maybe against Tottenham is different because they are high line, and you have to attack space, and maybe it's better to attacking the space with other players.
And you mentioned how impressed you've been with Cameron Archer after the game Wednesday.
I think he's really emotional guy. A really quiet guy, but really emotional. And last few weeks, last months, he's completely different. He's very good on the training, and if he play, I think he will be really good.
That'll do, mate. Thank you.
Thank you,
Ivan. I know it's really interesting because I tried to talk to you a little bit about this before the Crystal Palace game. You say it's a bit like away from your thing to change how you play. Does that not make you a better manager because you're looking at your players and saying this is the best way for them to play rather than the Ivan Jurić way? Does that make you a better manager, surely?
No, I really think that start was really positive. No, Fulham, West Ham, Crystal Palace, and I had feeling that we are competing on my way. No, with the high pressure continually and everything. I think at the moment when we lose some players, I had to change it a little bit. No, it's selection. No, you have feeling that is good, but it's different when you put Aribo, you put Jack Stevens. I'm referring of that. And now we change a little bit the way of playing against Liverpool, then Wolverhampton, then this one, trying to press high, yeah, but in the right moment. And I have feeling that players prefer. And I had really good feeling against Crystal Palace. Now, watching the game, it was like really good moments. We scored a goal like this with the high pressure, other moments with the high pressure, and the moments when we are waiting a little bit more, defending a little bit lower. And then you have to be good in the other moments. And if I think the first goal against Wolverhampton, it was the low block, and this one, and you considered other type of the goal.
Tyler Dibbling, it seems to me, has not been the same player since his injury at Manchester United. How do you think he is playing compared to before the injury? Is it different, or is it just less opportunities to shine?
I think that he's really young guy. They start to know him, what he's doing, how he's dribble. He's not like a new player that nobody knows him, and it became a little bit more difficult for him. No, but I have to say that he's working really hard, and he's getting better. He has to be like just calm and work, nothing else.
On Sunday, of course, you might get relegated if you lose and Wolves win at Ipswich, which is a tough game for them. Do you think about that? Do the players talk about that, or do you just forget everything else?
No, I don't think about that anymore. No, what I want now, it's like I said, our goal has to be not be the worst team. No, and then after that, if we can arrive in the front of Leicester, or it will be great.
And just out of interest, Taylor and Aaron have both said to me, you know, everyone's had a talk about wanting to finish the season well and get as many points as possible. Taylor Harwood-Bellis and Aaron Ramsdale both said to me similar. So have you had a specific meeting with the players? Have they now made a group decision to let's make the best of this?
No, I think there was always good group. No, not huge problem. In the past I had like worse groups. No, and they're always good group. But then normally they always try to train hard and do their best and everything. But then there is a game, and there is no problem of behavior. Or almost all players, I'm really happy with them how they work. But you play the game, you lose the game, and that's it in the final football. It will never be like problem of attitude of the players. They are the huge group of professional players that want to work hard. Like last game, it was like example of professionality, of do everything they can, the best. And they are really like after the game, they were really sad because they feel they play good performance, but they didn't win. I don't have a problem with that.
Just on yourself, if the team are relegated, do you still think and hope you will stay for the rest of the season after relegation to finish the season?
No, at this moment, I don't know. I have to speak with the club and see. I think that for me, and it was from the beginning like this, you know who you are buying, how this guy is play, and you have to do everything to try that this guy do what he has, where is his best. And then you said, I think good. Are you feeling better now, like as a coach? Yes, because I had to do other things, and I can think about other things to perform. But what I think that every coach has his vision, and I think the club has do everything what they can to agree with the coach and go on the same way.
Just one last question. You've had a few weeks now with Johannes Sports. How is that relationship, discussing football, talking about the players, looking at the future?
No, we talk about not a lot, I have to say, and he did, I think, good job in the Genoa. Like the players he bring to the Genoa, it was a all aggressive player, all player that he can play like high intensity, and I think it's not moment now to speak about that. Thank you.
Ivan, just more on Tyler Diblin. I know you said before that there's not enough pressure in English football, but do you feel like maybe the expectation on Tyler Diblin is a little bit too much because he's so inexperienced compared to some of the other players, and everyone expects him to be the best player on the pitch every week?
No, about pressure, no. Maybe for him it's a pressure. I spoke about what I lived in Italy all this year. It's like it's not comparison. It's like a completely different way of living football. I think that here in England, what is the best of the English football, that they can live good, training hard, do their best, and then they go home normally. And I think that they don't need to have pressure. It's such easy here.
In terms of Tyler as well, I think everyone almost expects him to leave in the summer. Southampton will need to sell players to raise money in the Championship, but do you feel like a season in the Championship would be really good for his development?
I think I work a lot with the young players, and my vision of the young players, they have choose what is best for them, and what is best for them is playing the games. And I had lots of examples that my young players choose the wrong team and they didn't play, and they start to lose themselves. I think what is best for him and for everybody to choose the team, or stay here, or choose the team where he can play 30 games, 35 games.
Do you get the impression that a lot of the younger players, maybe the ones who have had half-decent seasons, will want to move on because obviously relegation at Southampton will be difficult, and maybe they think, I'll go somewhere else and have a...
But this is the professional way. Everybody wants to play on the higher level, not just young players, even others.
Belakotchap's one. He's spoken to the German media recently. He says he's maybe looking forward to the next step in his journey. He may leave the club. Have you spoken to him about that? Do you expect him to be here this season?
No, we didn't speak about the future. I spoke with him even yesterday. I think after 2 years he started to play. He has to be happy. He continued. He did some good things, some bad things, which is normal. And I think he has to be focused of these 8 games.
Johannes Sports is working on trying to bring players in for next season. When we spoke to him, do you think Southampton will still be a very attractive prospect for players in the summer?
Depends which player he will.
But will a team like Southampton in the Championship?
It has to be. No, I think the first year is the most important year, because if you don't go to the Premier League again, then you have huge problems, because Detroit is more or less, and it's not easy. I think that you have to create a strong team and try to return immediately.
Last one from me, Albert Grombeck. How's he doing? Is he still having problems with his?
No, he's still in Denmark. I think so.
Okay.
Thank you.